Yo, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of The Movie Newbie. I'm your host, Jabriel, and as usual, I got the two guys, the two legends, back at it in 2024. We're back here for episode 106. Damn, we are good. We're still here. What is up?
Still here.
I feel like I'm waiting for someone to tap me on the shoulder and be like, "You're done."
Yeah,
you're done.
It's over.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had fun, but you're done.
You and me were done professionally.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's
This is
Yo,
cool
what's
'cause
up?
It's not
What's
the
up?
first
How you
time.
doing?
This is not just the first time we're back on the airwaves this year. It's the first time any of us have seen each other in the flesh since last year.
And
Happy
we
New Year,
are
guys.
all naked.
Yeah.
So we're really seeing the flesh.
Yeah, we're seeing everything right now.
Yeah.
How long have you had that mole, dude? You should have that checked out.
I probably should. But for now, I'm going to enjoy being in Jabriel's finely lit room full of plant life and art and just generally great aesthetic, great feng shui.
Thank you very much.
What should we call this? We got to come up with a name for the studio.
Well, this room is called the green room because,
yeah.
well,
There we
I see what
go.
you
it's
did
kind of
there.
like the preparation room.
Yeah.
You know, it's where work gets done. You know,
Yeah.
It's not the living room. We're trying to make it not the living room
I get
because we
that.
don't want to have
There's
two
the
living
name.
rooms.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's the green room for
the
now.
green room. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
As a
that a
studio?
lot.
Yeah. The green
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Sweet.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys. Great app.
We are
Short
a
and
little
sweet.
rusty.
No, what's up? What have you been up to, man? Like, Jabriel,
so I guess,
let me throw
I
that
guess
at you.
since this is the first episode of the year, since the first time we're seeing each other in the flesh, I guess we should just do a little thing where we talk about what we've been up to. So, since the last episode, which was Korean, right? Korean New Wave.
Yeah,
Was it
that's
Burning?
right.
Yep. It was
Yeah.
Burning was the last episode.
Yeah, and Raph wasn't
That I
even on
missed.
that. So yeah, I guess since then I've watched a couple of movies. I tried to catch up with all the movies from last year and stuff because you know how Ollie, you started off with this yearly list of albums and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't do mine this year because I was just like, ugh, I can't be bothered.
Mm. And you had a lot
but-
going on, man.
Yeah, I
You
had
were
a lot
in
going on.
Bahrain.
Yeah, so
a
yeah.
little thing called Christmas happened.
Yeah. So
you know?
I went back home for Christmas. That was really nice. Got to see my family.
Who else got to see your family?
Yeah, so Lorna got to come over as well. She got to see my family. That was really nice. New Year's was really nice. Got ill for a little bit, but we're not going to talk
Wow.
about that.
You both
that
got ill
much,
during
yeah.
Christmas. You both.
Yeah.
Santa Claus gave you the bug.
Yeah, it was like a classic story where for the entire year I was not sick. I don't think I'd been sick in over a year. Everyone in my office for months was falling to one thing or another. And I was like dancing through the raindrops and it just wasn't touching me. And I kept
Is that
boasting
a George
to
Michael's
everyone,
song?
It should be. And I was just telling everyone, I'm invincible. I'm actually invincible. My body is a superior specimen. I am indefeatable
Godlike.
to germs. And then on Christmas morning, I woke up and I was like, "Oh wow, I'm terribly, terribly ill." But I still had a great Christmas. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just didn't eat or drink
all.
nearly as much, which is
Yeah.
like definitely the best thing about Christmas. So that was a shame.
So
but,
you lost weight instead of gaining weight.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but I find ways to put it back on. Always do.
Word.
But yeah. But didn't go to Bahrain. Sadly, I tried. Jabriel was like, "That would be weird."
Yeah, he didn't invite
Next
you.
time.
Yeah, but no, I just stuck around in the UK, so I didn't jet set like you two did. But I had a lovely break with the family.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was kind of the opposite. I mean, I went back to Singapore again, but I did not have Christmas with the family. I had
You had a little Home Alone
a
Christmas.
little Home Alone Christmas. I did.
Even with the robbers and the booby traps.
Exactly, all of it.
But like,
Mm.
unlike the movie, Raph is now standing trial for that because he
Yeah.
straight up tortured two guys.
Straight up. They are
Not as cute when Raph does it.
No. One's missing a limb. No, yeah, I just spent quality time with myself, by myself, for myself, and it was really, really fucking nice. At first,
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be like, shit, I'm really lonely, or
Mm.
shit, I'm a little scared because I'm just like facing this period which is usually surrounded with community and people alone. But I was like, actually, I got to fucking chill.
It's super nice. It happened to
Yeah.
me a few years ago when I got stuck here for Christmas and had Christmas by myself, and it was awesome. You just watch movies.
Underrated.
Yeah, it's underrated.
Underrated, not even,
Yeah.
because people, I guess, maybe there's this kind of like, mindset of like, oh, Christmas with people, with family,
Yeah.
and it's like, take that away, because people say that, but then they go to Christmas and they're like overwhelmed by family. They're overwhelmed by everything that's going on. I didn't have any of that. It was really sweet. And then I got the car and the flat to myself, so I was like, I was
Nice.
living my bachelor life, baby.
Oh,
Nice.
amazing.
So it was
and
cool.
having a car in Singapore makes
It's
all
just
the difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
and like driving in Singapore is just the easiest fucking thing as well. It's so chill, so easy. You
can't go fast, really. Anyway.
Can't go fast, and it's just chill. It's just super easy. You don't have to worry about anything. So,
Oh, dude, it's not in Bahrain. It's so stressful in Bahrain, dude. Lauren, I got to experience that for the first time.
Is it kind of like Italy or something where people?
Dude,
just
it's
like,
worse.
Or Vietnam.
It's worse. Yeah, okay, but it's not like Vietnam.
It's somewhere between a Vietnam and an Italy.
Exactly.
I didn't know about that
Yeah.
about Italy being like a.
Oh, so when I was in Sicily last year, my Italian friend who was with us, I was there with a group of people, but he turned over at one point when we were driving and he said, "Do you look if you can find a car parked on the street that doesn't have a dent or a broken window, I'll give you €50 right now." And I was looking and I couldn't find a single one.
wow.
And I- whenever I was-
Vaffanculo! Damn.
Dude, they look at the lines as suggestions of where you stay.
Yeah.
Like maybe a hint rather than an actual rule. It's crazy.
I mean, I went to Italy and I saw like how small those streets are, and people drive in those streets like as if they're massive. You know, it's just like, where's your spatial awareness, guys? Like, what are
Wow.
you guys doing? But I can't say, like, I can't speak.
I think the only time
in Bahrain and in Saudi, like, people drive like fucking maniacs. And yeah, not gonna lie, I do sometimes as well.
Yeah. Well, you get into the
I feel
rhythm,
like
you
you've
know.
got more. I've never been there, but I would have. I'm imagining wider roads, lots of open
Oh,
space.
yeah.
I think you
wider
have to
roads.
drive. You have to drive
Yeah.
like the people or like the locals, because otherwise, if you're too cautious, that's when
Yeah,
accidents can
You
happen.
have to drive like, what do they say? Do as the Romans do, right?
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%.
This is a complete swerve.
Yeah,
when I
where-
get there, but
where were we?
just while we're on the topic of holidays, did you guys do any New Year's resolutions?
Oh,
Mm.
no. Drugs. Yeah, New Year's resolutions. I think for me it was it's more of like a spiritual, I guess, resolution.
Big
like,
fucking surprise. Rap, spiritual. I don't
What?
see it, but yeah.
No, for me it's more
Who's your
about
who was your favorite performance and who was your favorite performance for your New Year's resolution?
who's my favorite performance.
I don't
Me, my spirit animal.
know.
The meerkat.
Yeah.
I just for me it's just about intuition, following, trusting your intuition,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
following your gut more.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I usually go into like every year with like very fixed like things that I can never achieve, just so like I can try and get as close as possible and then end up
Right.
overachieving in a weird way. But this year I'm trying to take like a different route, and I just want to give myself like general resolutions to like improve my life throughout. So I think one of the things is consistency. Just want to be way more consistent this year with everything that I do.
Watch out, the movie
Yeah.
newbie's gonna be real consistent now.
What's up? Oh yeah,
movie newbie's
gonna be
super consistent.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
we've been
well,
con-
I
we've
just
been
mean in
consistent.
general, like with my fitness, with like eating, like my relationships with people, the way I work, yeah, just trying to be consistent and not like going into these like waves of like super productive and then not productive at all, and then like super healthy going to the gym and
Yeah.
not, and then like
Feast or famine.
yeah. So I just want to kind of like, what was that fucking shit in COVID?
Lockdown.
Something the wave.
Well, like a
Lower you gotta lower the wave, drop the curve.
Oh yeah. Low.
Oh.
I get what you mean.
You know what I mean?
It's so far away now that I'm
Yeah.
like, lower the curve,
flatten the curve.
flatten the curve.
Flatten
I
the
wanna,
curve.
Yeah, I want to flatten my curves and be consistent.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to be curvy.
You have
I wanna
beautiful,
be
you have
curvy.
beautiful curves.
Thank
I'd
you.
say. You don't need to
Yeah.
flatten those.
You
curves.
got that
you.
booty, baby.
Yeah, I wear a double D bra.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Those are good answers.
What about
What
you?
about you?
What about you?
I mean, I know I asked the question, but I tend not to do New Year's resolutions.
you're doing dry January. Was that part
Well,
of the resolution?
yeah. I mean, I've been doing that for a couple of years now, but dry January, not like sobriety. But I did like last year. I set out like a list of 10 goals that I would like to hit, and I did that, and it worked out pretty well last year. So I'm doing that again for this year. But I don't make them absolutes or must-dos or essentials, because I think that language can be quite punishing and unrealistic. So I instead would write it down as like pledges. Like, I endeavor to do this, try to do this,
Or motivational.
rather,
probably.
and so it's not super like results oriented.
Yeah. It's not about the reward. Yeah. It's about the journey, but
I guess that's kind of like what I used to do, where like I set like something super high and like just try and get as close to it as possible.
Exactly.
Rather than like
I think it's healthy.
absolutes. Yeah. It's a lot easier to do what you want, because like sometimes you like, for a lot of people, they just like either fall off the wagon and they can't really like follow their resolutions, or they like feel bad the fact that they're not doing it.
Yeah,
So I think making it as easy as possible is really important.
absolutely.
nice. Be kind to yourself, y'all. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, do we want to talk about the Oscars at all, or
Well, before that, I
Oh,
just
shit.
gotta,
It's a sham!
I just have to compliment Ollie on his amazing jumper cardigan thing.
Oh.
It's like really, really nice, and it's like straight out of like Tyler the Creator's wardrobe. I think.
Hey!
Thank you.
It's really nice.
Oh, thank
It's
you. This
like
is
beige with like a floral kind of design on
Shout
it.
out to Tyler for
really great.
gifting
Oh,
Ollie
thanks,
this.
man. This is like something Jabriel would wear. I feel.
Yeah, definitely.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm
literally,
gonna
this is
steal it.
literally
No,
my
I'm just
birthday
kidding.
present from my parents.
Oh,
Not
really?
birthday. Sorry, Christmas.
Christmas present.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Thank
it's
you.
so nice. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Represent.
And then to segue, you should wear that on the red carpet of the Oscars, which we should.
Oh,
Way.
nice one.
We're not going.
when
but
I'm there. Yeah, great
yeah,
stuff.
when Raph
When
is eventually
Raph-
on it.
Is nominated for best animation. Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, what are your feelings, Ollie? I feel like you're the one who saw the list first and saw the number. It passed a little bit.
I tend to stay pretty tuned into what's going on in film news, so I did look. I mean, I think we were talking about this before recording, about how I think we feel as though the Oscars has lost significance. But I still, I'm interested in what insight it provides, and I do kind of like the awards race a little bit, just because of the conversation around it, the discourse.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this year was kind of not particularly surprising.
Yeah.
There were some surprises, but it seems like it's going to be a sweep for Oppenheimer.
or Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer got nominated for I think 11 Oscars or
Mhm.
12.
Yep. No, I
which
think it was
tied-
11. Yeah.
Which is tied with Lord of the Rings and Titanic for the most, I
Yeah,
think.
I believe Lord of the Rings was 13.
Oh shit! So is it not as much as? Oh wow. Okay. Well, there
I
you go.
think. If I'm not wrong, well, maybe it was 11. Actually, I might
I
be
have
wrong.
no idea.
Yeah. But I mean, Oppenheimer, yeah, just sweeping through with that nomination.
Yep.
What came second was
I think Barbie got 8.
Barbie got 8. Okay,
And I think
Barbie's up
Anatomy
there.
of a Fall got quite a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anatomy of a Fall got quite a few.
Yeah.
Um,
Poor Things
Poor
got
Things.
8.
Poor Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon got a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Holdovers got a couple.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
Holdovers got 5.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of really good movies are in there, which just tells me
Yeah.
what a great. I think last year was a fantastic
Yeah.
year for films.
Yeah. I think the past couple years, to be honest, we've had some
Yeah.
really strong years for films.
Yeah.
It's
It's weird because with the way that the industry has been going, and after COVID and everything, we still got some really amazing
I think we
films,
did,
and
Yeah.
really good films that were better than the ones that came out within the last 5 or 6 years, I think.
Maybe
Absolutely.
the industry shutting down was actually a great thing for movie selection, because we got to
Well,
it wasn't about the money essentially. It
Although
was just-
maybe now I know, because of the strikes and what happened this year, so many films didn't go into production. I think this coming year, 2024,
might be a bad
it's
year
going to
for
be
films.
a terrible year. I genuinely think there's going to be at least 30% of the good stuff that we got. Yeah.
Wow.
In
So
TV and film.
Yeah.
next Oscars we could probably see a Transformers up there, just because out of
Well,
purity
there
of
was a Transformers that came out this year.
there was. I don't think
Yeah.
it got nominated for visual effects. Let me tell you.
No.
It sure did not. It sure did not. The creator, Godzilla -1, which I'm really happy with. Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Impossible for some reason, and then Napoleon.
Mission Impossible had good VFX, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought it was mostly practical.
Yeah, I thought that's Tom Cruise's thing.
Yeah.
Keep it practical.
Yeah.
No,
But
I think-
yeah. Is anything up there for you guys that you're like, fuck yeah, I'm glad that
Past Lives got like a Best Picture nomination.
Hey.
That was my favorite film of last year, so really happy to see that.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, Anatomy of a Fall and Poor Things, both great films, getting a lot of love. Yeah, the guy who did the score for Poor Things got nominated, and he's like a 28-year-old musician who performs at this pub in Brixton all the time.
Oh wow!
Like he's part of the Brixton post-punk art pop scene, and he'd never composed a film score before. And anyway, it's a great score, really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like Yorgos Lanthimos is really becoming quite the name in the industry.
Yeah.
With like, The Favorite coming out, a couple of years before, also getting a lot of buzz. I think for me, I do like seeing The Holdovers up there, because that was definitely one of those films that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I believe you were the one who recommended it to me. So another shout out for Ollie. I think so. I mean, any great film that I see, I'm like, Ollie probably recommended.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
We watched that on Boxing Day, and my whole family and I, everyone was tearing up as well.
Yeah, I really wanted to watch it, but everyone was like, "Let's watch After Sun. Let's watch After Sun."
On Christmas Day.
No, just like a night. I think it was like a couple nights. Anyways,
Which is a great film, No.
no.
I thought you liked that film.
After Sun?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, sorry, not After Sun.
I'm confused.
What's the movie with
Transformers?
The Irish guy that came out? Barry. What's his name?
Barry Keoghan.
Yeah.
Saltburn.
Saltburn.
Saltburn. Sorry, I meant Saltburn.
Dude, that film is trash. I thought that film was trash.
It looks nice, but that's it. And then there were bits where it was like really creepy.
Okay, so that's good to know, because a lot of people have been like, especially people in
Girls?
London.
Were they women?
Even my mum liked that movie.
Yeah.
And when you see what happens in that film,
why? Because of the
I think it's got two. I think there's two words. I think it's Jacob or Lordy.
Yeah.
And also, I guess maybe like the upper crust British setting as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. It's just very. There's like weird things. There's like, I get like sexy hot shit.
Yeah.
But then there's just like some weird shit.
Yeah. Well, it didn't make the cut in the Oscars.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that.
No.
Not represented
and
in
also Barry
America.
Keoghan, he's kind of like your enemy number one, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is numero uno, man. He's taking my roles.
Well, I'm glad I did not see you in that role.
Oh my God.
There we go. I know. I pick my roles quite carefully.
I know why no one laughed at the meme I sent. Sorry. So we have like an Instagram group, and I sent a really funny Saltburn meme. I was expecting Raph to love it, and it's got like no response. You haven't seen it yet, have you?
I think I have. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, the movie? No, I definitely haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
seen the meme.
Like that's what I wanted to watch The Holdover.
Was it like the penis?
Yeah, I didn't get it because I didn't watch. I did laugh. It did elicit a reaction.
You see the movie, you know what it's referring to. Yeah.
What about you? I mean, I know you don't really. I don't really care about that. I think the Oscars is just like descending into either sheer madness or sheer forgetfulness. I know. I get that it stirs the pot in conversation. It creates controversy, which I think that's what it feeds on now. It feeds on controversy to create buzz. So
it's a promotional tool.
Yeah. There's only really one thing that I really care about and that I hope happens is RDJ gets an Oscar.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that I like hope for him.
Would love
and
to
hope
see that
from the Oscars.
From the Oscars.
Other than that,
yeah,
I don't really care.
Yeah. No, I get that. I kind of want to. I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. giving up a speech.
I mean, after that slap, the Will Smith slap. Like I feel like the Oscars is just like a joke.
It's a circus.
Do you remember we recorded that special
in
extra
COVID, right?
episode? During COVID. After the slap.
Yeah,
like a breakdown of the slap.
It's a circus with fine clothing, fine dining. They don't even dine, do they? It's just in a theater. But it's just it's a circus with like suits and gowns.
Yeah.
And I think it's really tapping into that energy. Like fucking this year, we might see something really just plain boring or ludicrous again, like the slap. Maybe it just balances out. We had last year, we had the slap, so maybe this time it'll be a really tame and boring Oscar.
There's just way more important shit going on in the world.
I mean, this is done deal.
Yeah.
You've said it there. But again, to keep the conversation alive, yes, I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. and I would also love to see Cillian Murphy. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's definitely a serious contender. I did love Paul
I thought he was
Giamatti,
fantastic in that movie as well.
but yeah, I thought Cillian Murphy is probably really high up there. I don't know what the hell the best actress in a supporting role is. I mean, I love Emily Blunt, but she had maybe one scene in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour film. There was
America Ferrera
for Barbie,
but no Margot Robbie.
but no
Bit
Margot Robbie.
controversial.
So I thought, like, what is they just throwing a?
Actually, now that I think of it, Emily, was it Emily Blunt?
Yeah.
She did have that incredible like monologue at the end of the film.
Yeah,
she
that's-
does.
yeah.
I mean,
She
that's
kills
probably
that.
probably why she's put it in there. But it's just like because it's the name and
But, like,
because it's the movie.
the rest of her time in the film is she's slotted into that stereotype of the woman of the genius who's left at home with the
Mhm,
baby,
mhm.
turning to
Yeah,
alcohol.
yeah.
Turn to alcohol. Yeah, it's very Nolan to write a kind of a poor female character. I feel like he's never had like a really strong female
No.
character.
No,
No.
definitely not.
Maybe Maggie Gyllenhaal in Batman, but then again, yeah, we're diving into a whole new topic conversation there. But Oscars passing away because we don't really give a shit. What have we been watching? What has been our list?
Mm.
I mean, I can start.
Yeah, please carry us forth.
Yeah, I came prepared.
Yeah,
Um,
looking at his phone.
Watching a lot because I was watching a lot over December because I was trying to catch up with everything in time for the top
Mhm.
10 list.
And we did our list. We all did.
Yeah.
You did a version of a list,
Mhm.
Jabriel. So
No,
it's
that was but I thought your list well Jabriel's editing was fantastic, but you kind of set the tone I think with yours.
I
think it's really
with the
cool.
sitting
Yeah.
down for sure. Y'all
Oh, so I
copied the
copied
sitting
that,
down.
yeah.
Well, like that turns into like a thing, you know.
Yeah,
So
it does,
now
it does.
Every single reel is gonna be like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is good.
But anyway,
Sorry,
yeah,
that's
so I
fine.
watched a ton of movies in December, but I'm not going to talk about all of those because then we'd be here way too long. So I'll just say 3 things very quickly. Fargo season 5. Any of you been watching that?
Lorna has, not me. I've
Ah,
never seen it, so
you don't. Well, I got Narina to watch it with me because she's
Mm.
never seen previous seasons, but it's anthology, so you don't
right.
need to.
Okay, yeah, that's what Lorna
Yeah.
said, but then she just started watching it.
Yeah,
The
no, I
first
get that.
season is just the best season. It's like
See,
True
well,
Detective.
season 2, personally, I'm a big fan of, but I dropped off the wagon with I'd fallen off the wagon with the show because I felt like season 3 wasn't very good, and season 4 I don't think I even finished it.
I think everyone heard that sneeze. I sneezed. I sneezed, everyone.
Such a funny sneeze.
I apologize because I wanted to like hold it in.
Okay, sorry. I'll
No, that's all
continue.
right.
Fargo.
Please, this is way more interesting. But yeah, I heard good things about this latest season, so I decided to check it out. And yeah, it was a great season of television, really back to basics, really great cast, really fun story, very engaging. Yeah, great. Check it out. It's on Amazon Prime.
So John Hamm, right?
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. And he plays a really mean motherfucker in that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and he's very good. I've mentioned it before, but I watched Poor Things Well, I've seen a couple of good films in the cinema recently, but I just wanted to throw some love towards Poor Things. It's a really fascinating vision and really funny. It's the hardest I've laughed in a movie theater in a long time. And then finally, I watched a movie last night that I thought you guys would like to hear about. But I watched Police Story for the first time.
Hey, Police Story is
just-
amazing.
I was just on my own at home, and then I saw they had the whole Police Story franchise
Yes.
on Now TV. So I watched the first one. It's fucking
It's-
I've never
it's
seen it.
wonderful.
Yeah.
The Jackie Chan movie
Jackie
from
Chan.
the 80s.
Pretty much what his comeuppance.
Yeah, Police Story 2 is the really famous one.
Police Story 3 with
Oh.
Michelle Yeoh.
Oh, yeah.
You got to watch all
Oh,
of them.
shit.
I'm
I
gonna
need,
watch
I need to
all of
watch
them now.
it.
And
I
the-
need to
And the
watch
first
it.
one is so great.
Right.
First one is bombastic,
Sick.
dude. I mean, it's with the famous, where he falls down in the shopping mall through the lightning.
Yeah, through the panes of
through the
glass.
panes of
Wow.
glass.
When they have
Oh.
that shot, they show it to you 3
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
It's like, we did, this guy almost died doing this shot. We're
Yeah.
going to
And he-
show it to
and
you
he-
several times.
And he did essentially
Oh,
almost
sick.
die.
I need to watch that. I
Oh,
need to
yeah,
watch
yeah.
Oh, it's great.
that.
And it's like 80 minutes long.
I need to add it to my.
It's
to
funny.
my Letterboxd.
It's like an action comedy.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And
more
the
than
stunts
anything.
are
the stunts are
ludicrous.
great, but
Typical
really like,
Jackie. Typical
Sorry?
Jackie Chan. You said.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jackie Chan,
yeah.
And Joan Chen is in it as well.
Nice.
It's got this amazing car chase.
yeah, where they drive through the shanty town.
Oh my god!
It was-
Watch the film and then
Yeah.
carry on watching them up until
We'll have to do a Jackie Chan
because
series at one
Oh,
point.
yeah, we do.
we're big fans of Michelle Yeoh and she's in the third one and that one takes place. Part of it takes place in Malaysia as well.
Nice.
Not Kuala Lumpur. Sorry, Penang. Well, it's somewhere in Malaysia. I think it's
Right.
Kuala Lumpur.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway,
Nice.
that's what I've been
Well,
watching.
there's a slice of home, let's say.
Nice,
Slice
nice,
of
nice,
Southeast
nice.
Asia. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I think the first time I watched Police Story was with James.
I know he's a big
Yeah,
fan of that
yeah, big
series.
Shout out to James. What I've been watching, stealing your spot, Jabriel. The film that I most recently watched is Society of the Snow, which I talked about before recording this episode to the boys, and y'all have to watch it because it's just a fascinating, tremendous achievement, both in filmmaking and storytelling, and it will have you incredibly immersed. It's about the 1972 plane crash in the Andes, where I believe 40 people have crashed in this mountain slope, and including like 15 rugby players from the Uruguayan team. And it's just, and yeah, it sleeps.
They go skiing.
They go skiing. No, it slips into a bit of cannibalism because it's about how they survive 70 days, dude. 70 days in basically like a glacier mountain.
Don't you just hate it when you slip into cannibalism?
I know, it's just like
Whoops, I ate your face.
whoopsies, I ate a finger. But it's an incredible, it's just an incredible story about human resilience and how the fuck do you survive 70 days? I mean, there was, half of them didn't make it. I think only maybe 13 to 15 survivors there were out of 40 people. It's just absolutely absurd how it blew me away, really. So I highly recommend it, and it is a Netflix film, but it is stellar. The other thing I watched, which was recommended by Ollie yet again, is Shiva Baby, which also really astounded me. I thought I was laughing throughout the whole time, but also I was kind of unnerved because it played like a horror a little bit, and I was it was a little anxiety inducing at times, but brilliantly made. And then Napoleon, because I hadn't seen that yet, so I thought Ridley Scott, what's up?
Yeah.
Show me the goods.
Well,
I heard it's good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of French people didn't like it, but we don't like anything.
Yeah.
So we like to fucking complain. But I thought the action sequences were dope. I thought Joaquin Phoenix was amazing. Yeah, even Vanessa Kirby as Josephine, I got their relationship, but I didn't feel like it was needed to be there. But when the scenes she had, she stole as well. I was like, wow, you're up front, in a big Ridley Scott movie, and you're doing your part. But just go in there for
That's interesting that you say that,
the.
because I thought because she held a really important part of his life.
Yeah, well, so
She was really important to him.
And they have a very toxic relationship. I mean, at least from what this film is depicting, it's a very toxic and complex relationship, and it definitely stems from the whole Napoleon complex, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause he has a big temper, and she's able to essentially tame that, but also mold it and stuff. But it's just go watch it for its epicness, because it is Ridley Scott and he goes full epic, and I'm here for it. It's just a fun watch.
I do need to watch it, and we'll get around to it.
Yeah.
I have it queued up.
Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. So what are we up to next then? Oh, it's a theme reveal.
No, wait.
No.
Jabriel
Jabriel
hasn't told us.
Yeah, no, I still have to talk about my films. The films that I've been seeing recently. So one of the shows that I started recently, just watched the first episode and made me feel hella uncomfortable, as Nathan Fielder does, is the one that with Emma Stone.
Oh, I watched
The Curse.
that too.
I just started it, and holy shit, it made me feel so uncomfortable. This guy is just the master of making your
Of awkwardness.
of the heebie-jeebies.
I forgot to mention
You know?
that, but I think that's the favorite. My
What
favorite thing I've watched
What is it
in
called?
a long time. The
The Curse.
The Curse. There we go. Yeah, The Curse. So I started that, and so far that is how I feel. That's how it makes me feel, but I want to watch more.
Get to the ending. The last
dude.
episode will blow your mind.
Okay, I got to get on that too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The first episode was incredible. Yeah, it was really, really
The
good.
Cherry Tomato Boys.
Yeah.
All right, enough. God damn
All right.
spoilers. Did we spoil anything when we said our movies? Come on.
No.
Okay. The second thing is recently I went to watch The Boy and the Heron. But
Miyazaki.
I watched it in the original Japanese, which
Good.
is good, but I totally didn't realize that the English dub was done with like amazing actors. There was like
Wow.
Robert Pattinson, Florence Pugh.
Robert Pattinson's supposed to.
He's the
Yeah,
Harry,
I
incredible.
saw it last weekend,
and he goes all out in it.
Yeah,
apparently.
I saw it-
I heard clips. Yeah,
I saw it dubbed, so I did hear the English dub. I
How
would have
was
preferred
it?
to seen it in the sub version, but it was great. Yeah, the
yeah.
dub producing that they do is fantastic for
But
those
they
films.
usually get quite an ensemble to do the Miyazaki films. Like
Oh,
I
do they?
remember,
Oh, I don't
yeah,
know.
they
I don't
usually get quite big names to do
Right.
it. Obviously, I will always choose to watch the Japanese version, but it's nice to know that there's a good dub version
Yeah.
out there for sure.
Well, I would love to watch the dub version, is what I'm saying. Yeah, watching the sub version was, especially this film, I found it to be a lot more trippy than other
Yeah.
Miyazaki films.
Yeah.
This one was like out of this world. Like I was
Yeah.
kind of, there were points where I was like, did I read it wrong, or like did I
Yeah.
miss something? Because like, what is going on?
There was definitely parts I didn't understand. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is really into like Japanese
Felt
folklore.
quite Lincoln
Yeah.
to me, almost almost like Jumanji, or like a really trippy Jumanji
yeah,
or
or like,
something.
yeah, it was just like very dreamlike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animation was still just
Oh yeah,
Right?
incredible. And then oh yeah, and then so in my terribly hungover state. Well, actually, I wasn't that hungover, but on New Year's Day, the 1st of January,
ooh.
Lorna and I, we decided to like go out. We basically went and did like this pottery kind of painting thing. We painted some pots,
Oh,
and we
so
were
sweet.
I think we were still like drunk a little bit, because then after that we felt the hangover.
Ooh.
So as we were driving, we got a snack, and then on the way home, she was like, "Oh, I really just want to watch like a movie, but let's watch like action or whatever."
Yeah.
And then usually I'm like, "Oh yeah, just like whatever you want to watch." But this time I was like, "I've never seen the John Wick series," and she was like, "Let's do it." So so I basically watched 1 through 4. I watched 1, 2, and 3 on New Year's Day, and then I watched 4 like on the way
Wow.
back to London.
Holy shit, you watched
And-
all 3 in one day. That's
Dude.
amazing.
Dude, it's a sick fucking franchise.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good franchise.
What have we've been telling you, boy? We've been telling you.
It's like a really well fleshed out universe.
Hell yeah.
And I
it
can't
is.
believe I've never seen this.
I'm so happy for
Yeah.
you, man. Like
I
seeing
can't
that for
believe
the
I've never
first
seen
time.
this. Yeah, dude, I saw it for the first time. I'm like, it's literally like a Bollywood film, but like
Yeah,
for the
that's
West.
a great comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how people make fun of like Bollywood films where it's like, oh, that'll never happen, where a dude can like jump in the air and like throw a grenade, like throw a rocket or whatever.
Well, I
but this
think
is
that-
like exactly the same.
Yeah, and they coined the term gung fu, right? Gun fu. It's
Yeah.
a shoot 'em up, but with kung fu.
Yeah.
It's Keanu. You know, it's amazing. Everyone should get it. It's the new age of action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
I don't think so.
I need guns.
Somebody please get this man a gun.
Mr. Week.
Mr. Week.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I saw the last one,
Yeah.
Chapter 4 opening weekend here in London, and it was right after Lance Reddick had died.
Yeah.
And when he came on the screen, people like applauded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
madness. Yeah.
It's because he has like a huge following in like the video game world as well.
And he's in
Yeah,
The Wire.
What
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
was he
he's
Red
in
Alert?
Destiny.
Oh, he was in Destiny as well.
yeah,
yeah.
he's in Destiny, and like apparently in the game they held like a huge
I'm sure. Yeah.
thing for the character or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And also he's from The
Um,
Wire. He was
He's from
Yeah,
The Wire.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's from
he's
The Wire,
Lieutenant
yeah.
Daniels.
Yeah, Lieutenant
Yeah.
Daniel. Lieutenant Daniels.
Yeah, sick actor. Sick
Yeah.
actor. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Killed my dog. No, I'm so glad, and that's again. I reinstate the fact that it is a reinvention of the action genre for the 21st century.
There is a video
Well, for
of
the
me.
teens, right? Like the
For everyone.
yeah, but okay, like if you go with every era, there's like
But there's
like an action
Yeah.
movie of that era. This is like from 2010 to 2020.
yeah.
John Wick, you'd say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
the sort of defined action for this decade. Yeah.
I would
Okay.
say because I think the 2000s, the noughties, they missed out on. This is like a lot of lame at like what was it? Transporter 1 and 2.
We had a lot of good.
Born.
You
We had a lot of
good. You had a lot of good Wuxan films in the 2000s. You had
we
like
did.
House of Flying Daggers. You had Hero.
Yeah.
You had
Crouching Tiger,
Hidden
yeah.
Dragon.
that's true.
Well, a lot of great Eastern
No, but we're
action,
talking like
but
okay,
but
action,
Western
yeah.
action, dude, we had like some really shit.
Well, like there was the Bourne series.
that was the Bourne, but action was
Uh,
not.
you had the series, the action films that defined that decade. You're right.
Yeah.
Was
Well, that's
the
a
Bourne films
thriller.
because it
That's-
was the
shaky,
handheld gun.
Yeah.
But also,
And
I
like
would
every fight, like every punch
Yeah.
and kick is like
And
a
that
different cut.
that like defined how they shot and edited
Yeah.
action.
yes,
scenes
but
for a
that's what
long
I mean. That
time.
like it wasn't. I mean, it was poorly edited action.
Yeah.
This is the first time where you got to see like an action movie, like unless the Raid is also an Eastern cinema, so it's like this is first time Western cinema doing like actual choreography and like long takes on shots.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
whereas I love the Bourne. I would say that's a thriller more than an action film, but the action was supercut. It was like a supercut sequence of like how to get this pen into this guy's neck, but like with 18 cuts to it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
gives me a
I
headache.
wonder what action's gonna be like for the next 10 years, like for the 20s. See.
Well, probably just one-ers.
I mean,
To
I'm
one
also
takes.
waiting
You think
for
one-
People love
Yeah.
doing that now.
Also, I'm waiting
so.
for the new Mad Max to come out. Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Fury Road was also one of the
Oh.
defining action
Yeah.
films of the last.
Oh,
10
that,
Oh,
years.
yeah,
was
yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yes, I need to watch those as well. The Mad Max series.
You gotta
Oh,
get on that.
yeah,
man.
You have a treat
yeah.
awaiting you.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. I
Um,
know.
Should
I
we
wish
get
I
to
could
your,
watch that. For
Yeah,
the
we
first
get
time.
to your
my
theme?
We
You
should
should
get to
get
my
to your
theme. We're talking
Yeah,
so
we're
much.
tripping
We're
right
going
now.
down a road right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna keep this brief because, yeah, I've been wanting to do a sci-fi theme for a very long time, but then I was like, you know what, sci-fi is like a huge, like genre of itself. You can't just be like 3 sci-fi films. I need to like put some scope into
You
it.
compartmentalize it.
Yeah, so with I guess the rise of AI in 2023, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I wanted to do like films that kind of explore AI in different ways. So here are 3 films. I had to pick one that's like just the film with like I guess the best AI villain ever, or the best I think depiction of an AI character that I've seen. Then I wanted to put one in just for the lulz because we've always wanted to do this film, and then another one which kind of like I have like a weird memory of it and that I watched as a kid. Haven't seen it since, and I just remember it being like very sweet and touching and tender. So the 3 films are 2001: A Space Odyssey by Mr. Stanley Kubrick. Obviously, you have to do that with Hal. You know the
Hal 9000.
Yeah, Hal.
I'm sorry.
9,000?
I'm
900?
sorry, Dave.
9,000?
9,000.
9,000.
900 was the one like that was done many years ago. It's like in that universe, the 900 is like one of the first.
The
It's
first.
like
It's
first.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, it's basically ChatGPT. That's HAL 900.
But yeah, I wanted to do Space Odyssey. I saw it for the first time ever, actually, just like 5-6 months ago. I watched it in 34 or 35 millimeter. Is it 34?
35.
35, yeah. In
I heard the best way to
Gate
Oh yeah.
in Notting Hill. It's
Oh,
this like
amazing.
really, really old cinema, so it's really cool. And yeah, it's just insane. That film is insane. Second one is gotta bring it back to my favorite, Mr. Cameron. I think it's the first time we're gonna have Arnold on this.
I think so.
yeah.
I think so.
So
amazing.
we're all gonna have to do our impressions, I think.
Can't do it.
But he doesn't do any of that in this film.
No,
you're
he
talking
doesn't.
about.
No,
He
he
doesn't.
does
It's
not.
not a
Yeah.
tumor. It's not a tumor.
No, he does not.
Dog to the hand.
But
yeah, there we go. That's a quote
yeah,
from the.
we're doing The Terminator.
What?
The
You guessed it.
T1.
Yeah, T1, the first one,
The OG.
the OG, which I haven't actually seen since
Me
I
neither.
was like a child,
Oh.
or maybe I haven't even seen.
I've never seen it ever.
Maybe I
that's what
haven't
I'm
even
saying.
seen. I can't.
Nah, you surely in Bahrain they.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like
They
it's.
love
yeah.
Terminator in Bahrain.
Yeah,
Well, they do. They
I do. I feel like they would,
do.
man.
And they love it in Singapore too.
Yeah, dude.
I remember T2.
Yeah.
Like I remember
Yeah,
T2 and T3.
It would always
like,
show on HBO, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I just like let's do it. You know, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? Terminator.
And it is AI. It is Skynet,
Yeah.
bro. Skynet
Yeah.
was the original.
Exactly.
One of the OG
and I think
villains.
like it's also just like two very scary kind of ideas of AI. But then this
Absolutely.
third film is I think maybe like not really spoken about a lot. It's AI, Artificial Intelligence by Steven Spielberg.
literally called AI.
Yeah, literally called AI. And it has that dude, the little kid from The Sixth Sense. What's his name?
Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah. What's happened to him? Does he do
he's
anything?
around.
Does he act?
He actually kind of came back.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
did.
He's now like
yeah.
a comedic actor, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
he is. He is. Yeah, yeah. He was in a few TV shows.
He's in the last
recently.
season of Righteous Gemstones.
He
Okay.
is. Yeah.
So he's actually doing very well for himself.
Yeah, he's making
nice,
he's making
nice.
a slow
Okay, 'cause
comeback.
I was like, where is this? It's kind of like Frankie Muniz.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like a race car driver.
He's
now.
like a NASCAR driver. Yeah. But anyways, I remember this film being like not so scary because I watched it as a kid. And I think I cried when I was like 6 years old or
Same.
whatever watching this film.
Yeah,
I remember
this film
crying.
disturbed me.
But I don't remember it being scary. I remember it being like sad
Mm.
and teaching me like something
Well, the
about
ending
like,
really,
loss.
really.
Yeah, the
like-
ending is really
As a
sad,
child, watching
right?
that ending is pretty hard.
Oh, yeah,
pretty
'cause
Yeah.
it's essentially what? It's essentially
Well,
a
I can't.
rendition
Don't
of.
tell me. But
Oh,
like,
okay, okay.
Yeah, we'll save it for the
yeah,
pod.
because I
Save
can't
it for the pod.
remember.
Although fun fact that we're starting with a Stanley Kubrick film.
Mhm.
And we're
And
ending
we're
with a
fin-
Spielberg,
it
but it
was
was meant to be a
a
Stanley,
Stanley
Kubrick,
film. Yeah.
Oh no way!
He developed that project for years,
And they were
and then he
buddies.
di- and then he died before
he died
went into
in
production.
like what 94?
No, he died in 1999,
Oh,
right before Eyes Wide Shut was released, his last film. And he was prepping AI, I believe. And then Steven Spielberg took on the project out of
Longtime friend.
out of
Right.
honor of his memory, to honor
Yeah.
his memory, essentially.
right.
And
right.
he was also meant to, because I was talking about Napoleon earlier, he was
Mhm.
also set to direct a Napoleon film because he was fascinated by the Napoleon era.
Kubrick is someone that I want to get into. I haven't really.
Oh
like,
yeah,
seen
man,
it.
that's a deep dive
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, it's a
That's a
deep dive.
master's.
Yeah, that's a
Master's
master's.
theme.
Yeah, there's Kurosawa as well.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that. We'll
Yeah,
get into
yeah,
that. Hint, hint.
But
All
yeah, those are the three films. I hope you guys enjoy them. I hope they're good choices. I feel like they're varied. I like, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
There's so many choices though. So many choices.
lot of
There
choices.
was what's the one with Joaquin Phoenix and
Honorable mentions. Her.
her?
Yeah.
There
The
is
Matrix.
The Matrix is a classic
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, there's just so many.
Upgrade.
Upgrade.
I
like
yeah.
that film.
iRobot.
Absolutely.
Oh,
iRobot.
I would love to revisit
I would-
iRobot.
Absolutely.
I remember when it came out, everyone was like, "Damn, this is a good movie."
Yeah, everyone loved it. Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like 11. I was like, "This is the best movie ever." ever.
Yeah, and my favorite actor was in it, Shia LaBeouf. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's like a little
yeah.
street urchin.
Yeah.
He's like a little street urchin.
Yes.
I love that though. I love that label on him.
That's why he's even wearing like a
Yeah, he
little
does, like,
hunter
that's a cap.
in it.
And Will Smith's wearing the all-star shoes because he's like, man, I'm so retro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's wearing the chucks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, yeah. Anyways, those are the three films.
We're gonna watch that as an
Yeah, we're
honorable
gonna-
mention
yeah, well,
film. Yeah.
We'll give you some honorable mentions for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you. We are back for this theme and catch you on the flippity flop and oh shit, I forgot the
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Oh,
And-
Ollie, and rate us 5 stars.
Let's go. All
Oh,
right.
and Temps Rising, March 29th. Be there or be square.
All right, catch you on the flippity flop. I love y'all and see y'all soon and bye bye now.
Treat me this way.